Hey all, welcome back to Neon's Movie Reviews. I'm Neon, this is my review show, and this is my buddy Nate.
What's going on?
But today we are here to talk about WandaVision Episode 3.
Together, 1 + 1 is family. WandaVision.
This one I personally didn't like as much as the other two, even though gave a little more hints to like what's all going to happen. What were your thoughts on it?
It kind of threw some of my ideas of where it made me rethink that maybe some of the ideas that I'd had are not the direction that it was going. I didn't mind it, but I agree it wasn't as great of an episode for me. But I didn't dislike the episode. It just wasn't as fascinating. I did also make a mistake in the last video. I had said that Catherine Hahn was in Saturday Night Live. I said that because I remembered her from Anchorman. And for some reason I just went Will Ferrell and my brain went to Saturday Night Live. But she was not. She was not. Anyway, I remember talking to you later in the week about something that we didn't talk about in the video that I saw in that first episode with the toaster.
Right.
So I'm a little, I don't know if I'm more convinced or less convinced about that.
Yeah.
I think the thing with the watch, with it being the 242, did we talk about that in the last episode? Or was that again?
I think we talked about that afterwards.
Afterwards, where in the watch commercial, typically in watch commercials, they either show them being at 1010 so that the hands are spread out and you still see the logo, or 820 for the same reason. And that one was 242, and Avengers 242 is an episode or is an issue where Vision warns everybody about a menace that's coming, and it ends up being the Beyonder,
right,
and Secret Wars,
right.
So where Peter runs into the symbiote,
Nice crossover for Sony,
right? Where Peter runs into the symbiote, and which ends up becoming Venom.
So they could and do it in reverse,
right? But this didn't lead anything down there. But
Good heavens! There's another baby coming.
But we do get the two boys that are involved with Mephisto, which was one of the things that I had talked about that toaster. Was there's swirls on it, and they do not show as 666, but things through a camera lens are upside down and inverted left to right. So if you do that to those swirls, then it does show a 666. The two colors that we've seen are red and yellow. Well, while it was black and white, the two colors that we could see were red and yellow. So I mean that's I think still a possibility, but when the neighbors almost break down to Vision,
She came here because we're all.
Stop it. Well, I better get going.
Yeah, that was nice. I also liked him just cutting through the wall earlier on in the episode.
it was kind of us-ish. Or Get Out-ish, sorry.
Yes. I'm very curious, especially with how concerned they were about the sword girl, and Wanda's reaction to her. I don't know if they threw her out or if that was her getting yanked out by the agency.
Well, I definitely think Wanda tossed her out.
And I want you to leave.
Okay.
That's the impression that I got, because she definitely didn't want her there anymore.
You're not my neighbor. And you're definitely not my friend. You are a stranger.
Right.
I liked Vision's, when he started being concerned and expressing concern, we got that glitch back.
I think something's wrong here, Wanda. Yes, I know what you mean.
It didn't show the rewind,
Right.
As it
We didn't
had
need
before.
it.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that was a nice little touch. At first, I was just like, "What did it? Is my streaming messed up? Oh no, he's saying something different now. Oh, nice. Okay.
The sword. I understand that it's an established logo already, but when I first saw the necklace, it took me a second to process that was a sword. Because when I first saw it as an inverted cross. Again, maybe because, where I kind of thought that they were tracking with these things. Maybe there was a little confirmation bias there. Like, I was looking for things that would support, my previous ideas. But, that was the other thing that I had thought. But then when she got tossed out, I was just like, this is interesting. And like you said, those people's reactions to her being tossed out, like they showed up with guns.
Why?
Right. Were they not working together?
Was she not supposed to go in there?
Right.
That's more of my impression, was she wasn't supposed to go in there, which is why she didn't have a house, and she's not part of that. Also, you got a little glimpse, but it looked like there was a bubble or something that she's created, or that somebody's created that they're in.
Right, some type of force shield. Yeah, I noticed that. I had previously, again, we haven't seen Catherine Hahn's character. I think that's her husband, Ralph, is the only spouse we haven't seen yet.
Right.
Maybe there were things in the second episode that should have shown me this that I didn't realize until this third episode, but the guy that got fired and then his grandma's piano got turned into the prop, he's married to the ultra
that surprised me.
Controlling, dominating. I was like, wait, what?
That surprised me too. But
She wanted that guy? Like,
yeah, she can control him.
I guess, but then shouldn't he be more successful? But so I thought that was interesting. When I was like, wait a minute, that wasn't the couple I expected.
That was a bit of a surprise, but that was fun. But yeah, I was the pregnancy stuff was just kind of, it was interesting, but it was weird. It was like a witch version of Junior.
Yeah, and it's just,
I would have liked it to.
It's gonna happen within a matter of a few hours. It was just, I didn't care about the stork gag, and
yeah, that was kind of. I mean, it was fitting for the time period that it was supposed to be representing. But
I felt like they did a lot better with it in the first two episodes. I thought that with that time period, even they didn't land the same and right kind of jokes. Like,
no, it was definitely a little more. Things are going wrong. But yeah, I did enjoy the mentioning of her brothers and Ultron and all of that.
He was killed by Ultron, wasn't he?
What did you say?
Like that was nice. Wanda did not like that.
Not one bit.
No, she did not want to be reminded of that. I'm curious if because she was reminded of that, if we're going to get her brother back pretty soon. Or somebody else. Like,
Evan Peters.
I know Evan Peters, like, he's supposed to be in this, but I think that's too obvious. Otherwise, they would have kept that more of a secret if he was coming in as Quicksilver, because everyone's going to think that.
I don't know.
Like, it's one of those weird things where it's just like, if he is, it's spoiled, so I don't think they would have announced it. But at the same time, they're just like, if we're announcing this, they're not going to think we're going to spoil it, so they're going to try to figure out who else it could be.
Or reverse psychology.
Right.
Or just, they're still not going to know how we're going to tie it back.
Right.
Like, okay, fine. We're getting a Quicksilver. Okay. We don't know how it's going to tie in. If this is going to be a what if.
Right.
Something she's seeing through the multiverse. Oh, there's a version of my brother that exists that's searching for a family.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can give this Quicksilver a family.
I could see that. And I could also just see them trolling people and just being like, yeah, he's Mephisto.
Sure. Or he's a...
Or Beyonder or whatever.
Or just make him a security guard. One of the security guards that... Next episode, she looks up and it's him, and he's just like, "What are you doing here?" That's it. He's just security guard.
That'd be great.
Better troll.
Yep, total. That would be fun.
But I'm still excited to see where they're going with it. I'm
yeah.
Like I said, it didn't make me dislike the show. I
it
thought
was a weaker episode.
I thought the other episodes were just stronger episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yeah. Paul Bettany, he did a really good job this one. Much more range he was showing than in the previous two. And actually, and Elizabeth too. She was going wide range with her character in those scenes, and just like that. I was very, very happy to see that.
You've gotten bigger.
Have I?
Tightening sensation?
Yep, that's it.
Yes. Where was it? Braxton.
I also like the little song she sang, the Sokovian song.
I think she has the strongest acting chops between her and her two sisters.
Oh yes. Her and Paul Bettany though are,
despite the fact that I think that they probably did more work in those first 16 years of their life or more.
Yeah, no, she definitely is showcasing more range.
Right.
But yeah, no, I'm still enjoying it. I'm definitely excited to see where it goes, but it's just not the best episode. But very excited to see what it's going to lead to. But I think that's going to wrap this up. If you enjoyed this, definitely give this video a like. Make sure you are subscribed for new content. We're going to be meeting up every week to discuss each episode. And, yeah, stay safe, pal.
Later.